The empty chair. It was a cold November morning when the phone rang. Sarah had been in the middle of packing her daughter's lunch for school, the smell of toast still lingering in the air. She hesitated before answering, her heart inexplicably heavy. On the other line was her father's voice, trembling and broken. "Sarah, it's your mom. There's been an accident." The world seemed to stop. Sarah's hands shook as she dropped the phone, her mind racing. Her mother, her rock, her best friend. How could this be real? She grabbed her coat, shouted to her husband to watch their daughter, and rushed to the hospital. By the time she arrived, it was too late. Her mother, vibrant and full of life just hours before, was gone. A car had skidded on icy roads, crashing into hers. The doctors said she hadn't suffered, but that did little to ease the pain. Sarah stood in the sterile hospital hallway, feeling as though the ground had been ripped out from under her. The days that followed were a blur. Arrangements had to be made, condolences poured in, and Sarah tried to hold it together for her family. But every night, she would sit in her mother's favorite chair, clutching the soft blanket her mom had knitted, and cry until she had no tears left. Her daughter, Emily, was only 7. She didn't fully understand what had happened, only that Grandma wasn't coming back. One evening, Emily climbed into Sarah's lap and asked, "Mommy, why does it hurt so much?" Sarah held her tight and whispered, "Because love is so big, and when someone leaves, it leaves a hole in our hearts." As the weeks turned into months, Sarah struggled to find her footing. Holidays were the hardest. Her mother had always been the one to host Thanksgiving, filling the house with laughter and the smell of pumpkin pie. That year, the chair at the head of the table sat empty, a silent reminder of the loss they all felt. But slowly, life began to move forward. Sarah found herself telling Emily stories about her grandmother, how she loved to garden, how she always sang while cooking, and how she had the warmest hugs. In those moments, it felt like her mother was still there, watching over them. One spring afternoon, Sarah was cleaning out the attic when she found an old box labeled Sarah's Memories. Inside were photos, letters, and a small journal. As she flipped through the pages, she found an entry her mother had written shortly after Emily was born. "Today, I held my granddaughter for the first time. She has Sarah's eyes. I hope she grows up to be as strong and kind as her mother. I'm so proud of the woman Sarah has become." Tears streamed down Sarah's face as she read those words. In that moment, she realized her mother's love would never truly leave her. It was in the lessons she had taught, the memories they had shared, and the legacy she had left behind. The empty chair at the table would always be a reminder of the loss, but it also became a symbol of the love that would never fade. And though the pain never fully went away, Sarah learned to carry it with her, one step at a time. This story is a reminder of the enduring bond between a mother and child, even in the face of tragedy. If you're going through something similar, please know that you're not alone, and it's okay to seek support from loved ones or professionals. By Michael Obalu.